Thanks so much for joining us. I'm Lorelei Shamayo, and this is the MeWe Fair for Energizing Body, Mind, Heart, and Soul. This is our online fair. We have 20 practitioners that are here today that are going to be sharing about their work. We're going to be answering questions from the audience in the intuitive panel, and then we're going to be breaking up into public breakout rooms, and you'll be able to experience all these different practitioners at the equivalent of their booths. They'll be giving all kinds of educational talks, experiential readings, healings. You'll have an opportunity to connect with practitioners and learn about who they are and what they do and what it would be like to work with them. Anissa is putting all kinds of information in the chat right now about how this works. We are going to do some introductions. We'll start the intuitive panel and answer some questions, and then we'll have more introductions as we go along. So let's get right into, so we'll be here together in the main room for the first hour, and then we'll be in breakout rooms, and we'll explain how all that works as we get going. I don't think if there's anything else I need to say right now. We've been running fairs since 2014. This is our fourth year now. I've lost track that we've been running fairs online, and it's very exciting to be all together. All right, let's see. So we're going to do like 45-second to 1-minute introductions. Go ahead. We'll start Sadie, Mike, and Stephanie. Go ahead.
Hi there, my name is Sadie. I'm with Healing Sacred Feminine. I utilize shamanic practices, sound, energy healing to support women to clear collective trauma, ancestral trauma, and healthy belief systems from their energy body, physical body, mind, and spirit. And this really supports you to be stronger in your power, connected to your passion and purpose, your creativity, your vital life force, engaging in healthier relationships, just more connected to spirit, to source, to the earth. This evening, I will be offering a guided drum meditation for sacred feminine empowerment. I'm also offering a talk on women healing through intergenerational trauma. So you can find out more about me at www.healingsacredfeminine.com. And I am so glad to be here this evening.
Thanks, Sadie. We've got Mike, Stephanie, and then Ari.
Hi, my name is Mike Hernandez, and otherwise known as the Tarot Sage, and I'm doing tarot readings tonight. All I do is tarot readings. I've been doing these readings professionally now for over 14 years. I do down-to-earth, practical, pragmatic readings, and I'll convey the messages I receive for you as clearly, accurately, as compassionately as possible. I can help you with a variety of issues and concerns, so readings are very helpful. I'm doing a discussion on tarot for self-development and empowerment tonight, so I hope to see you there. And I'll be happy to answer any questions you may have about the tarot in general, or about the way I came into tarot or things like that in my breakout room. I'm available for paid readings tonight, so please contact me when you're ready to have a reading. You can also contact me at mikehtarot@gmail.com, or visit my website, justenoughtarot.com, because I say not too much, not too little, just enough tarot to see what you do. Thanks.
Thanks so much, Mike, Stephanie, Ari, and then Stacy.
Hello, everyone. My name is Stephanie Buckland, and you can find me online at stephaniebuckland.com. I am an intuitive Reiki practitioner, a psychic medium, and holistic lifestyle coach. And I am coming from love with everything I do. And so I will talk to you about reaching your higher self through a self-love practice. And also, I'm going to be doing a talk tonight on energy hygiene and chakra balancing. It is something that we all really need, and not a lot of us really know how to clear our energy and keep it clear. And so this is something that I really like talking about. I am also going to be offering some intuitive Reiki by donation tonight. I am very excited to work with you all tonight, and thank you so much.
Thanks so much, Stacy. We've got Stephanie, Ari, Stacy, and Iridescent.
All right, hopefully my internet's working. I'm working on that right now. I'm Ari. I am from awkwardlyzen.com, and we are a community where we get together and do 30 free events every month and have lots of awesome members, over 7,000 in 16 different locations. So tonight you can come and learn a little bit about Awkwardly Zen and exploring your spiritual path. And also I'll be pulling tarot cards for anyone who comes to say hi.
Thanks, Ari, Stacy, and Iridescent.
Hi, everybody. I'm Stacy Franco. Intuitive medium Reiki healer for people and animals. I work with my intuition. I work with my guides, guardians, angels, allies, and your guides, guardians, angels, and allies to provide you healing or assurances, whatever you're needing in life. And I love to work with the dear little animals, your four-legged friends, or fish, or chickens. I don't discriminate. I look forward to talking to you guys tonight. I am doing a small class on Reiki healing and what is your intuition. So I'll see you around.
Great. And then iridescent.
Hello, everybody. My name is Iridescent with Iridescent Tarot. I am an intuitive psychic and energy healer, and I use the means of the tarot to help you tap deeper into your intuition and kind of give you guidance on different situations occurring in your life. I'm also a dream porting practitioner, which is the act of quantum leaping into your dream reality. So through intuition and different means of alchemy, I help you transmute and transform different blocks that are holding you back from embodying your true self and anchoring deeper into your dream reality. So you can find me in breakout room group 8, and I'm giving a free dream porting session tonight, a group session, and I'm also giving paid tarot readings tonight. So I look forward to connecting with you all. You can find me and connect with me at www.iridescenttarot.com or send me an email at theiridescenttarot@gmail.com. Thank you.
Thanks, Iridescent. And let's see, we're going to take a pause and do the introductions, and we're going to get ready to start the panel. I want to mention a couple other logistical things first, and then we'll take a break in the middle of the panel and do more introductions, and we'll do more panel and do more introductions. So everyone's going to get included. You're all going to help me make sure I don't miss anyone. One thing that's mentioned in the chat too is these events used to be free and we're now asking for $5. If you could please contribute, that would be great. If you need sliding scale, you can do that as well. All the information is in the chat and we can help you pay. If it doesn't work to do PayPal or Venmo. And let's see, so we've got so many practitioners that are here tonight. We'll be putting the information on the talks and all that in the chat as well. You can also go to the website, jointhefair.com, where you probably click the button to get us here and get yourself here in Zoom. And you can scroll down and you'll see the flyer on all the practitioners and you'll see the list of all the talks and other events that are scheduled tonight. All right, so when we do the intuitive panel, we're going to be answering questions from the audience. So hopefully as practitioners have been sharing, you've been thinking about what you might ask practitioners like this, knowing there are 3 times as many of that in the room right now. So when you ask, given that it's recorded, it's public. Thank you so much for asking a question and allowing us to answer here and have everyone learn from your question. If we go deeper than you want us to share, or we talk about topics you don't want us sharing here in this public format, please interrupt us and let us know or give us guidance from the beginning. It's a great opportunity for everyone to practice opening intuition. So you might want to have a pen and just scribble and write, draw anything that comes through you as anyone is stepping up to ask a question as they ask, and see if what comes through you is similar to the way the practitioners answer. It's a great opportunity to learn from all that's asked and all that's answered. Even if you don't ask a question, we prioritize answering questions from people who have never asked a question in one of our fairs before. So let us know in the chat now if you want to ask a question. We'll get you in line and we will prioritize new people. And then also, there's a 4th name. Please, if you could allow the attention to stay up with the panel as we answer questions. If you have something that, and by the way, you're welcome to share in the chat where you are in the world and like what your interests are in metaphysics. It's fine to share those kinds of things. If you have advice that you want to share with the person asking the question, we request if you wait until we finished answering. And then if you could chat them privately and ask them if they'd like to hear what came through you, that might be for them. And please honor whatever it is that they say. They might not want to hear anymore at that moment. They might want to listen to the rest of the panel or whatever it is. So please trust that it came through you for some other reason. All right, and practitioners, we have a doc where we're taking, we have a document where we are taking notes about people that want to ask questions. And if we don't have anyone ready to ask a question of the panel, and we only have maybe 3, 4, 5, 6 practitioners answer very, very quickly. If no one wants to ask a question, we'll go on to more introductions. Does anyone have a question for us? You get real feedback from practitioners right now, and you'll hear from several of them at one time, and it's included in your admission. Okay, we're going to go on with more introductions, but if someone has a question they want to ask us, let us know in the chat and we're going to get you in line. And let us know if it's your first time asking a question of our panel. Oh, maybe we have a question. All right, woohoo, you're here supporting. Did you have a question for us? Just checking. You don't have to.
Don't be shy.
All right, we're going to do another introduction. So I'm going to, let's go to Vanessa and then Adria. Go ahead, Vanessa.
Hi, I'm Vanessa. I am a mental health therapist turned intuitive counselor. I use my intuition to lead clients to some of the blocks that are just beyond their own consciousness. And I also teach them how to use their own intuition so that they're driving their life as well. It's a beautiful thing to watch that whole process unfold from people not quite believing and understanding to really feeling like they've got a handle on it themselves. Tonight, I am doing a talk on making your own magic using your intuition, and also doing another talk about reprogramming your mind. And I also, just wanted to say, like, I feel so, every time I come here, I feel this energy, and I hope that everybody who's attending right now can take that moment and feel the energy that you're getting from being here right now. It's so beautiful. I can be reached at www.vanessaperry.net. And also for anybody who attends today, you can get 20% off any service that I provide by using the code MeWeJuly on my booking site. Thank you.
Thanks, Vanessa. Adria.
Hello, I'm Adria Morningstar, and I work as art and channel. I create sacred tools for your soul journey through my alchemy offerings. And I also offer clarity sessions that combine custom meditation with the elemental approach to the tarot. And so I am stationed here on planet Earth on the north coast of Oregon, and I'm a priestess in the Avalon tradition. I'm also a poet, a mother, and I have a deep affinity for water. So that is, if you find yourself needing a little bit more flow in your intuitive field, in your dream field, in your creative field, I use these clarity sessions a lot for people working in creative fields or people working through creative projects. I'm really adept at finding obstacles and blockages and gently loosening things up and creating more flow in the most juicy and benevolent sense. So I'm going to be giving 2 talks this evening, one at 6:30, one at 7:30, inviting clarity through tarot. And I'll also be offering sample readings for both of these talks, as well as mini clearing sessions, 15-minute sessions tonight if you want to do a private session with me. More about me can be found at www.artandchannel.com. Thank you so much for being here.
Thanks so much. We've got a question from the audience, so we're going to jump to that. I believe it's Michelle. Michelle, what is your question?
My question is that I want to find out from like my guides or whomever is going to be able to tell me, is my son specifically having issues that have to do with his mental illness, or is his spiritual side really that vast as far as what he hears all the time? Because he's constantly speaking in like different conversations, and I just want to make sure if I'm getting him the right help or if he's just expressing himself spiritually, because I know he could be very talented. We have a lot of this in our family.
And you look pretty young. How old is he?
He is 16 years old.
Yeah. So I'll just jump in. Usually by 16, 16 is a time when some other things can start to show up. However, if it's been going on for a while with him, I mean, that would be a really young age. So I'm thinking that he's open. He's spiritually open. I'd have to see a photo of him to see his eyes, but that's my first sense. And practitioners, if you have an answer, raise your hand in Zoom so I know that you're ready. And
see if I can find his picture real quick.
Yeah, and you can send it to me separately by text if you. Yeah.
Okay.
But does he is freedom really important and choice, and he like floats off and is thinking and dreaming about all kinds of things all the time? And he did that when he was really little. Yeah, so he has a talent too that is connects out to the edges and brings in all kinds of new ideas. So my sense is it's just him. All right, we've got Adria, Sue, and Nicole. Go ahead, Adria. So quick answers.
Yeah, my first impulse is that yes, this is a ripe age, like Lorelai was saying, and that what's coming through me is that it's going to be really important to help him find guides and allies and practices that help him anchor this energy and help him ground this energy so that it is received as a gift and not as a disruption, so that he can still be in and of this world while also holding foot and receiving messages and transmissions.
That's awesome.
Thanks. Okay, Sue's next.
I just wanted to say this mental health. How about we find a different way of saying he communicates differently or something like that instead of that label? Because, you know, I feel like he's extra sensitive to this. And if he picks up that this is something that's off, or, you know, like I want him to feel the right vibration from you.
Right. I don't want him to feel shut down, because he's had a lot of that from his other side of the family. And his dad passed away last year, so he does have depression and things like that. And it's not like, I don't think he's crazy. I always support his spiritual side of things. That's where we've had a lot of conflict with the family. I
would love to say introduce games, you know, just like random questions. Hey, you know, how many, you know, which is the first color, what's the color of the first car we're going to see, like, just to keep him grounded in this level, but at the same time, push his intuition. Be like, yes, I knew I was going to see a red Toyota, whatever, right? Like stuff like that. And like see the fun part of this channeling or this access that he has.
Okay, great. Awesome. Thanks, Sue. All right, Nicole.
Hi, thank you so much. So a card jumped out while you were asking the question, and it's out of the Akashic Tarot, and it says it's a reflection card, which is actually showing that his psychic gifts are coming to fruition, that he's learning and struggling with like lower emotional impulses versus his high intuition. And going with the age that he is, it's conflicting and being looked at as different because he is so young. It says it would be a great time for him to take classes in meditation, and just like you're doing, being there for him and letting him know that, you know, his receptivity is high right now. It's almost like a sensory overload. And by walking and journeying him, yes, so that depression, that sadness that he feels is really just lots of things coming in. And so classes would be good for him to start learning on the metaphysical side.
Nice. Thank you.
Great. Thank you. Practitioners, anything else jump out at you? Anyone else wants to share? Great. I don't think we have another question in line at the moment. Oh, Sadie, go ahead, Sadie.
Hi there. Yeah, it's going to be really important that he learn grounding techniques and ways to keep himself grounded. I don't know if that was already mentioned, but because it's very easy to get lost in some of these new, you know, energies and new messages that are coming down, and without being really grounded, it's hard to have all that going on and be in this 3D world at the same time. So learning some way to integrate all of these different energies in a way that is stabilizing and healthy, which, you know, that's going to look different for each person, but just to keep that in mind, connecting with the earth, putting bare feet on the earth, eating grounding, healthy, warm foods, utilizing essential oils, plants that are going to be real earthy, like sandalwood, you know, can be real grounding. So getting out in nature more. Yeah.
He does love sage too and stuff like that.
Yeah,
yeah. He's a shaman like me. Yeah. You do?
What was that?
Do you think he's a shaman like me?
Oh gosh, I wouldn't presume to know. I don't know this person, so yeah.
No, from a medium perspective.
Great. Thanks, Michelle, for your question, for getting us started. We've got a couple other people in line with questions now. We'll take one more question and then we'll do more introductions. So Maria, are you ready to jump up and share? See where Maria is. This might be you. Did you want to unmute? Or do you want me to?
Okay, can you hear me?
Yeah, we can.
I'm sorry. I never did the Zoom thing like this before, but I did want to connect with some people on here. I do have some psychic abilities myself as from a child, but I'm having a hard time connecting with my oldest son, which he passed away in 2016, tragically. And I'm feeling like his responses when I do talk to him are coming through like my mind. And I don't know if that's just me making up the responses or if that's actually him responding to me intuitively through, channeling and stuff like that.
So you wanted some help connecting with him and you wanted insight as to whether you're really connecting with him? Is that what you're looking for?
Yes, because I have some abilities already. I know this. I'm able to connect with loved ones that passed on before, but I'm having a hard time connecting with my son. And when I do talk to him, I get kind of depressed because I don't know if he's responding to me through my thoughts, or is it just me making up this, is it me in my mind playing these, I don't know. It's hard to decide.
Sometimes we open when it's a loved one that we're first connecting with, and sometimes when we're attempting to practice our gifts, practicing on ourselves or people we know is that we care about deeply is the hardest thing. So I'm going to go to Julie first. I think you haven't shared yet. Go ahead, Julie, and then Ari. And then... Oh, Julie.
Hi, Maria.
Yeah.
Hi, Maria. So the first message that's coming through for you is self-belief is the number one thing. Self-doubt will block your intuition every time. So go for self-belief and honor that the messages that are coming through from your son are from your son, that he's hearing you and he is responding to you. So just embrace that and let it be what it is.
Okay, because it happened so suddenly and tragically. I struggle with it daily now. So it's like the PTSD and anxiety and stuff. That's what I'm dealing with. But me having a solid connection with my son and my loved ones is what I'm trying to accomplish. So thank you for your input.
Great. And then Ari, and then Dovelight.
Hi, Maria. I just want to pulse love at you, first of all, as someone who has lost a child as well. It's a tough place to be, so I want to honor you in your grief. I pulled a card for you, and this is the 10 of Wands, and I got it reversed. So when it's upright, I don't know if you're familiar with tarot or not, it's all about not carrying burden that's not yours. However, because yours is reversed, what I'm getting for you is that you're probably making it harder than it needs to be with these messages. So just like the last person said, honor the fact that these messages are true. However, I want to state for you, because what came through to me is that sometimes you're mean to yourself. So make sure that the messages that are coming through, if they're nasty, if they're picking on you, that is not your son. That is your ego being really, really mean. And that's the burden you don't need to carry, because your son, his messages are full of love and light for you. And anything bad that happened in your life, he didn't carry that on with you. So I just want to honor you in that.
Thank you.
Thanks, Ari. Okay, we've got Dovelight and then Mike.
Hi. Yeah, I agree with the participants. First of all, I would love to honor and bless your heart, because it must be really tough to lose someone that you genuinely love. So that's a great, great, great connection right there. I got you an oracle, signs from heaven. Clouds, rainbow, numbers, and birds and coins are all signs from heaven. They are coming to you now to provide you with comfort and guidance. Your loved one and angels are near. And I also got the tarot card, the World, and the Four of Cups, which is telling me that you do have a strong soul connection with this being, and he's communicating with you through the signs in nature, heaven, in dreams, because your love has transformed into something that's going to help you evolve spiritually. And I'm not denying their emotions. There is a lot of forgiveness, self-forgiveness to do with yourself, but his soul needed to complete a cycle. Sometimes we don't understand human lessons. We think that somebody will go to the dark side or to the bad things happen just because they're choose wrongly. But in reality, we don't know if that soul volunteer to go to those heavy energy places to teach the other people how to look at the light. And I can see that the soul of your son was a warrior. And even though for a human perspective, it might seem like he went a wrong path or he was dealing with the wrong people, but in reality, he was a warrior. He was meant to go through that path because he was meant to show other people in that situation the light. And you have to be really a brave soul to go through that. And again, you are a gifted person, and you are going to even have more clarity because it's your love that's going to move forward. Please let go of the guilt at your own time, and there is forgiveness to be done. Thank you so much, and God bless you, or Creator bless you.
Thank you.
Thanks, Dovelight. And Mike?
First, let me say I agree with all what the practitioners have said thus far, and at my deepest condolences. I'm going to take a little bit of different tack on this. First of all, I sense that since you've been doing what you do for so long and it runs in your family, two things. You may be trying too hard, which
That's
some
what
of
I
us do a
kind of
lot.
figured.
And secondly, you may be running into a problem that some reader, like I'm only familiar with tarot readers with this, so I can't speak for everybody else, but the problem is some tarot readers run into. My great grandmother was a gifted tarot reader, just dead on all the time, and she read for years, but she could not read for the family. And here's why. Whenever she tried to read for the family, she was too invested in the outcome of the reading, and it would color her readings, and it would cloud her judgment. So she finally realized, I can't read for anybody. I can read for anybody else, but not the family. And when I teach classes, I tell people, I said, when you do readings for yourself, if they're clouded, don't worry about it. Sometimes we can't read for ourselves because we get too invested in the outcome. We get too invested in the reading itself, and then we just cloud our minds. Some people get over it, some people don't. It is what it is. So my advice would be to try and not try so hard. Just let it come. Let the messages come. If there's supposed to be messages from your son, you'll get them. If not, you won't. The other thing you can do is to go to somebody else and have them read for you. Have them do a reading for you of any type, tarot, energy, it doesn't matter, but have somebody else do it, because they're not invested in the outcome. They're only invested in the message that's supposed to go to you, right?
Right.
So those are two different tacks I would take on this, just to present it as an alternative.
Thank you.
Thanks, Mike. And then Vanessa, be quick.
Okay, I actually felt called to pull a card as well. And the card that I pulled was a re-energized card. And it's funny because Mike said exactly, what I was going to lead with was, when we're trying so hard, we're depleting our energy, and we're trying to handle the trauma, but also trying to access different energy. And that can really be draining. That can really take a toll on us physically, mentally, emotionally. And so when I pull this card, I always know that it's a self-care card, and that it means not holding on as tight, and learning how to kind of let it flow, let it go, and know that sometimes we're not going to always get that message that we want. But if we're communicating, then we are in contact, right? And that's so we don't have to stress so much. But our loved ones always want us to take care of ourselves. So I feel like this card was, brought up to remind you to take care of yourself, because the exhaustion and the trauma is going to take you under, and nobody wants that, especially your loved ones.
Okay, thank you.
Thanks, Vanessa. And go ahead, Iridescent.
Hi, thank you so much for sharing with us. So what I was getting channeled was to ask for clarification from your son, like ask him to send a sign that is undeniably from him, and start taking notice in your everyday life for that sign. Maybe keep a journal. I also pulled a card dream. So I feel like your son is trying to communicate with you in your dreams, or it's a place you can ask him to come and talk with you. And again, keeping a dream journal, just having a way to really kind of document. So those times that you really are clouded with self-doubt or confusion, you can kind of take notice of what keeps reoccurring when you ask for different things, because I definitely feel like he's wanting to talk with you. But Mike said it beautifully that, when we're so close to a situation, it can be really hard to access the full extent of our intuition sometimes. So definitely trust what's coming through for you. Keep a log of it. And I think you'll be able to start picking up on patterns and being able to communicate with them easier. But best of luck.
Okay. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Thanks, Iridescent. All right, great. And we think we found a solution for the tech problem that I was having earlier. So I'm going to work on that. Meanwhile, we're going to do some introductions again. So let's see. I'm trying to figure out where we left off. I think, so I think let's have Nicole, Sharon, and Joy go. Nicole, Sharon, and Joy, and then I'll be right back. We can't.
Hi, my name is Nicole, and I am a crystal Reiki practitioner in in Southern Oregon. I use intuitive readings with my Reiki sessions and healing crystals to amplify the healing. I also do the Akashic Records retrieval and utilize the Akashic Tarot deck in some of my readings and my pulls for people's records to help them with their energy blocks and help them go to the next level to be the best version that they can be of themselves. You can see me if you would like on www.roguereiki.life. I do distant Reiki as well as online and in person. So tonight I'm going to go ahead and do a 2-card pull for energetic blocks, what it could be and what you could do to overcome them. So I'm really excited to be here tonight, and thank you.
I can't remember who was next. Does anyone else remember?
I think she said me. Hi, everyone. My name is Sharon. I'm going to be giving 2 talks tonight, one on creating energetic boundaries, and then another one on creating a more abundant career. A little bit about me. I'm an oracle. I'm also a quantum career coach. So I'm calling in women who want to drop their old story and level up. Tonight, I'm going to be doing oracle readings. So we're going to use, I have an Akashic Oracle deck, tarot cards, and just some other medicine card decks to really get to the subconscious belief that you have that's going on. Typically, if you have like what's called a presenting problem, that'll be like the thing that you think it is. But I think most people here know that there is there's always like a root cause. And really that's my specialty, is getting to the root cause. So if anybody wants to come check that out, I'm going to be doing that in my room. So oracle readings, and then I'm going to be giving talks on creating energetic boundaries. So hope to see you guys in there.
Thanks, Sharon. We've got Joy next.
Thank you, Lorelei. My name is Joy. My pronouns are she, her, they, them. I'm an energy healer, and I'm certified in hand mudras, which are an energy healing modality similar to Reiki. Mudra healing can be done remotely and can be used to address all manner of physical, mental, and energetic issues. I also work with LifeWave patches, which are wonderful new stem cell healing modality that operate on the principle of phototherapy to induce dramatic healing and revitalizing results. I also do intuitive oracle card readings. And tonight I'm doing 2 talks on hand mudras, origins, purposes, and how they work at 6:30 and 7:30. And I'm also available for oracle card sessions by donation. You can contact me by email at joyfullove144@gmail.com. That's joyful love with 1 L, JOYFULOVE 144 at gmail.com, or 805-450-7180. I'm so excited to be here tonight with all these wonderful practitioners, and I'm very much looking forward to hearing your questions and working with you. Thank you.
Great, and we'll do another introduction. Mystic Darrow, are you set? Can you go?
Hey folks, I'm Tarot by Mystic Darrow. I'm Darrow with Tarot by Mystic Darrow. I have been working with angelic healing and wisdom for 10 years now. And currently I am working with Cards of Destiny. So I give people counseling and consultations for those who'd like to peer into the forces governing their universe through the ancestral wisdom of the playing cards for awakening, healing, and empowerment. So tonight I'm giving a talk on the history of the playing cards that will extend all the way back to Atlantis. And if you'd like to come by and join me for a free 5-minute session, I do birth card charts, so you get to find out what your birth card or your planetary ruling card is. Thank you.
Great, thanks so much. We'll do more introductions here in a few minutes. We've got a couple more questions in line. Charity.
Hey, first time here. So I guess my question will be, I'm being pulled in a lot of different directions of what my next step is supposed to be for, I guess, purpose or career, whatever you want to call it. And I'm just curious to know what you pick up on what direction I should take.
Great, thanks so much for your question. One thing I'll comment on your eyes, just a little bit that I see, is you probably feel emotions really deeply, right? So big waves of emotions. So is that true?
Yeah, I'm pretty empathic.
Yeah, and it's really important that you do things that you believe in. If you don't believe in what you're doing, it's going to really get in the way. And so if you're working for another organization, it's got to be an organization that you believe in, what they're doing in the world, their mission, the way they treat their people, and all kinds of things like that. And you want to be able to see a project or people moving forward. It's really important to you that you see that kind of progress and you get feedback on the impact that you're making. So it's a little bit about purpose, right? It could be working for yourself or individually with people, but yeah, definitely moving things forward. That's based on your eyes. All right, we've got Sharon and then Stacy.
Okay, so the card that pops out from the Akashic Oracle deck is forgiveness. So your heart can release this situation. So can I ask why you're feeling the urge to change?
It's not necessarily changing, it's more growing.
Okay.
But, I mean, I'm just expanding, I guess, what I do.
Yeah, so there's just some amount of forgiveness thing that's coming up. So if you're like really wanting to expand, how you create space for that is through forgiveness work. So just to put that's just the card that popped out. Yeah, does that make sense?
Yep.
Okay, cool.
Great, and then we've got Stacy and then say Nicole.
Hey lady, how are you?
Good, how are you?
Good. So when you started talking, all I saw was numbers. I don't know what that means. I was supposed to tell you to focus on the numbers. So that's all I got.
Okay. I'll sit with that.
Great. And then Nicole.
Hi, Charity. I got the, I pulled from, well, it actually popped out at me, the 8 of Roses, which is the Sanghya, which is the community card, showing that you're looking for your tribe. It's not only you're looking for a job right now, but you're almost feeling as if a new sense of purpose. So what you want to go do is almost with this, where you want to creative, culturally, spiritually, you want it all to be encompassed into one thing, something like she had stated, Laura, that something that you're passionate about. So it says here that new people could be coming your way or new connections. In that way, that talents, disciplines, past life relationships could be coming in where you will feel like you've known them forever, and it's your soul tribe and it's your soul job that you're looking for, and it shows it there. Whatever you call it, it's a community for you.
Thanks, Nicole. Vanessa.
Okay, so I also pulled a card, and my card was go with the flow. And I pulled the card after I had already kind of observed a big energy of kind of, I don't want to say all over the place, but many interests maybe. And that what happens with that is the confusion of which one, instead of flow, right? And instead of allowing maybe a little bit of each, or, not really putting the pressure on it. So when I get the flow card, it means that there's pressure. And I did observe that, just kind of body language wise, as you were describing, like what you were trying to do. So I don't know if that resonates, if you feel like you're pushing yourself to do something, or if you feel like it is naturally being led.
A little bit of both, actually. I mean, I know I'm supposed to be doing something, but yes, there's a lot of different ways I can go about it. And I'm kind of like, ooh, I'm just going to do them all. But then I'm like, probably shouldn't do them all.
Okay, which is fine though. And I think that that's the thing is like in part of our mind programming, it's like do it the right way and only this way. And if you do it some other ways that are not right, you're wasted time. And I don't ever believe in that, because I believe that the curiosity leads us for a reason, and that we do need to kind of see all of those branches to put the whole together. So when I hear the go with the flow, it's kind of just float down the river, check out all the things as you're going along. Don't feel like you're wasting time. Know that it's all part of that package that is coming for you, but that's part of the process.
Makes sense.
Thanks. And then iridescent. And then Alicia, if you're wanting to ask a question of the panel, we will put you in line. You don't do it by raising your hand. So we'll put you in line. Assume that's it. If you have another question about how things work or anything like that, please write it in the chat. Iridescent.
All right. To go off what Vanessa was saying, I got expert for you, take the wheel, fluidity, flow like a river, rainbow, show your true colors, and life, choose what makes your heart bloom. So in terms of what path to go down, I feel like there's a specific field of these like different things that you're passionate about that you are more of an expert in than others. I also pull from a different deck, separate grief and gifts. So for me, this is feeling like maybe some apprehension of how people react to you coming out as an expert in this field. Imposter syndrome is kind of coming through, but I'm getting that you should really go with what makes your heart feel like it's living its most authentic experience, what really fills you with the most joy every single day. Even if it feels scary, this is where that like leap of faith and trust in the unknown comes in. And I feel like it's really going to help liberating some of this grief around limiting stories you may have about how you can live your life and how you can make a living for yourself. So I hope that helps a little bit and can resonate.
Thank you so much.
Nicole and then Joy.
Oh, she already went.
I forgot to unraise my hand. So sorry.
Oh, that's okay. Joy.
Thank you, Lorelai. I drew 2 cards for you. One is the self, gathering your power, and the other is enlightenment, moving forward. So that seems very apropos for your situation. So the first self, that is to say, take time for yourself and harness your power. It will recharge you and heighten your sense of self-awareness. And the second card, enlightenment, the journey of 1,000 miles begins with 1 step. So take that step and another step and another step, and continue that slow, steady progress, and your momentum will build. Meditate and listen to your inner guidance, and you will recognize the path toward the light.
Thank you. Thank you very much.
Great. Thank you so much. All right. 1 second. Okay, great. Okay, Mystic, Darrow, go ahead briefly. Go ahead.
Okay, so I do pick up on that scattered feeling that was mentioned already. However, the good news is this week you are struggling with occupational changes, but it's a Pluto card, which is your goals and your challenges, but your result is a 10 of diamonds. So that is a very fortunate card. It's one of the luckiest cards in the deck. So I think that you're going to be feeling 10 times better by the end of the week about all this.
Thank you. Hey.
Great. Great. Thank you. We're going to do a few more introductions. Okay, let's see. Let's see. How about Lisa? I'm sorry, what? Super fast. Super fast.
Okay, super fast. The only thing I have to say to add to that is don't be afraid to take risks. Take a risk, try it. If it doesn't work, you're back at square one. Doesn't matter. You were there anyway. So just try to take a risk.
Thank you. Thank you very much, everyone.
Okay, great. A few more introductions. So we've got, I think, Lisa, and then Sue, and then Mark.
Thank you, Lorelai. I'm Lisa Stewart of Sigil Magic Goddess, and I call myself a creative mixed medium. As an intuitive business guide, I help mystics like you find the courage to co-create your business vision using your intuition to grow your confidence and your income. As a lifelong intuitive, I have over 30 years of business experience, so I help mystics who want to move from the work world to the spiritual world. I use this experience to teach you how to integrate the 4 energies and work with moon phases and tarot to effectively grow your business. So if you're feeling stuck, uninspired, or just want to get started in your business, let's work together to conjure some magic. Tonight, I am demonstrating how to use moon phases to grow your business. You can do this monthly, quarterly, or annually. I look forward to working with you tonight and with whatever questions you might have. Thanks again. I'm Lisa Stewart of SigilMagicGoddess.com.
Thank you, Lisa. Next, we'll have Sue.
Hi, so my name is Sujata. Sue is short for Sujata. I only have a Facebook page and it's Light Side Me. It's kind of a funny thing because, you know, we're on the light side here. That's where we want to be. So that's us, that's me. I am an intuitive empath. So what does that mean? I started out my journey as an empath, not knowing why my emotions were always so large. And then I understood and learned to deal with that. And now I don't use a whole lot of tarot cards or oracle decks, but I have really good intuition where I can feel it and I go from there. So all the stuff that, all the messages that I get is from, my team, I guess. Today I'm offering to talk about how do you manifest? And that's the first one. And the second one, I'm literally just doing readings. So just to come play and chat and get to know me. That's me. Thank you.
Thank you, Sue. Next, we have Mark. Mark, you need to unmute, please. Thank you.
That better?
Yep, much better.
My name is Mark Ludeman. I have a retreat and healing center in the Oregon Coast Range, halfway between Portland and the beach. I was born with healing ability. I run energy out of my hands. And then when I work with you, I get information about you to help in that process. I also do counseling and support. I work with people all over the world from illnesses to just want their life to go better. I'm having 3 breakout sessions talking to help you with healing. Nice to meet you all.
Thanks so much, Mark. Okay, let's see. Practitioners, I know not all of you have introduced yourselves yet. Who else? Who have I met? Chrissy, are you ready?
Hi, my name is Dee. I'm going to be doing a talk this evening on having a relationship with your heart, learning how to start loving yourself. It's easier said than done when people say you need self-love and you need to start loving yourself. Well, nobody ever really explains to you the relationship that you have to manifest with your heart. And I'm here to help do that tonight. And hopefully I can be able to help as many as people that want my help. And also I'm going to be doing free questions with my Oracle Angel Tarot deck. And I'm also going to be available for private readings as well. So God bless everyone. And I hope everyone has a beautiful evening with all our beautiful practitioners.
Great, thank you. And I know Badra still has to go, and other practitioners. Who else? Okay, Julie, go ahead, Julie. Let's get you unmuted. Yeah.
Hi. Yeah, I wasn't sure if Badra was going to go first. My name is Julie Gassior. My website is unlockyourshine.com. I'm an intuitive life coach, and what that means is I'm able to connect with your higher self, clear limiting beliefs from your subconscious mind, and get messages. And you want to clear these limiting beliefs to open yourself up to your best life and unlocking your shine. I will be doing 2 talks tonight, one on the importance of self-love, the other on the energy of abundance, and I'm in breakout room number 9. So I hope to see you there.
Great, thanks. And Badra, I know you do still need to go. Any other practitioners? You're going to answer another question, and then we're going to have Badra. Oh, Dovelight, go ahead if you haven't gone yet. That's right.
Hello, everybody. Hello. My name is Dovelight, and you can find me at ladovelight.com. I'm just a regular person. Sometimes I'm happy and sometimes I'm sad. Sometimes I went for my ups in life and sometimes my downs in life. Generally, I'm just a regular person. I came from Peru, from Amazonian indigenous lineage, from the Andes in the Amazon. I was born with natural abilities, healings, as many of us in the light world, we have a challenging upbringings who help us to shut down, come to your heart, forgive here and there. So I also a soul frequency tarot reading, which is by I am allowed through the power of the divine or the angels to tap into your energy field and get psychic information, mediumship information, and beyond information. I'm a shamanic practitioner. I can talk about a little bit and tell you about soul laws and connected with the beings on the other side. I can help you with clearing and cutting cords and many things I actually can do. But in general, I'm just grateful to be here. And I agree with many practitioners. This is all about self-love and trusting yourself. And also what the intention, the where you want to work from. Okay, that's very important because we live in a polarity world. So I hope I definitely can help you bring insights from the divine. And I'm going to do readings in room 7. Thank you, everybody. Muchas gracias.
Thank you, Dovelight. All right, let's see. We've got Trista in line next for a question. Where are you and what is your question?
Hi, here.
Hi. All right. What is your question today?
My question is, I guess that's not good lighting. I was wondering if I've always been told that I was an empath and might develop a sense of, some sort of ability like later in life around menopause. But I was just wondering, I guess, what anybody picks up.
Okay, great. Any feedback on that? And practitioners that have not answered yet, if you have something to share, please, you can come up first. Okay, go ahead, Stephanie.
Hi, Trista.
Hi.
The first thing I heard from your higher self is you've always been an empath. You just never believed it.
I wanted to believe that I was special, but
Yeah, that's what I got. No, she is.
So you're getting that I am.
Yeah, and you always have been.
Yeah, see, I thought so. And so what does that, what does that mean though? Like, how can I use that, to help other people?
That is a loaded question. How does being an empath help other people? We pick up on other people's energy. So sometimes you can reflect back to them what you feel from them and give them some clarity. So that's one way. But there are a lot of ways you can use your empathic abilities, like using healing practices or even like listening to your own empathic ability to what you're being drawn to and follow that using that intuition.
Yeah.
So we could talk for hours about that, but that's all I can share.
I guess I need to learn about it because I'm interested in learning more about it and growing, whatever abilities I might have.
Hi, Tessa. So I got the Oracle Library. So just like she was saying, like you've always been empathic. And what can happen is if the emotions feel too strong, we want to shut them out when really they're just information. But there can be like shame associated with the feelings. And in utilizing this to help other people, I would say the thing that almost killed you is the thing that you're here to help people through. So have you had any experiences like that?
Like what?
Like the thing that almost killed you, like your biggest struggle in life. Have you had a major struggle in your life?
Oh, I'm having a major struggle in my life right now.
Okay. Well, I don't know if you're open to talking about it more later in my breakout room, but it would be a little bit more private. But basically what happens is through the Akashic records, we're given these struggles, they're gifted to us so that we can get through them and then show other people how to then get through them. And that is why I think you said you weren't going to use your gifts till later in life. Like that was what you were told or the message that you received. It's because you wouldn't have had an opportunity to. But now that you're going to move through this big life struggle, you're going to be able to use your intuition to help others because you'll be able to intuitively pick up when they're an energetic match to you. And you'll be like, yes, I can help that person.
That makes sense. Yeah, for sure.
Okay, cool.
Awesome. Thank you.
Thanks, Sharon. Lisa?
Hey, Trista, good evening. How are you?
Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you. Okay, so Trista, it sounds like you might be going through the dark night of the soul, and it's something that I went through a couple of years or so ago.
That describes it quite well.
Okay, all right. So two things right off the bat. Oh, three things. One, congratulations. Welcome to the club. And you've made a right choice by coming here tonight to kind of explore what this panel is all about with all of the different talks that are going on. So try to absorb as much as you can.
Sure. I've been to like two of the other groups where the Q&A groups that we have on here. I've been to a couple of those, so I do recognize you, but this is the first time going to the fair thing.
Okay. All right. Great. So welcome this evening. You're going to enjoy the talks, I'm sure. Go to the ones that, don't think too hard about which ones you want to go to. Just go to the ones that speak to you, because let your intuition drive you. Okay. Right. That way you can say, well, I should have gone. Don't worry about it. Go to the one that calls to you. And also continue coming to these exploratory panels as often as you can.
Yeah,
that's what I did.
I love them.
Yeah. And also there's another group here that is led by Ari. It is the Awkwardly Zen group.
Yes, I found them too.
Okay, great. Now,
I haven't gone to any of their stuff yet. Is it similar to this?
Very similar, yeah. And they hold talks nearly every day. So yeah, it's a ton of fun. It's a ton of fun, and you're going to learn so much.
Oh, that's good information. Thank you. I appreciate it.
You bet. Also, I've got a set of oracle cards that I've designed myself, and these are primarily for business, but they're based off of personal energies.
I'm wanting to start a business, but I barely even scratched the surface of stuff. So I actually have been wanting to speak with you. So.
Oh, fabulous. Okay. Well, let me just tell you that I pulled from my oracles the water card, and we know that the water really is cups, and it's about relationships, customers, partners, and even yourself. And I dug a little deeper with the pip cards, and I chose the 10 of cups. And of course, you're in perfect alignment with that, because the key words on here is family bliss and harmony and well-being. So you're moving in the right direction. And basically what you're doing is you're coming into community and you're finding harmony in relationships and divine connections as you're here. So you're in the right spot at the right time. So congratulations. And I hope this means something to you.
Yeah, it does on that respect. It's ironic because like my family chaos right now is just out of control. Like
I appreciate that our answers are meaningful and connecting for you. Julie, if you have something else quick, and then I know we want to let Badra introduce, and we got to get started with our breakout rooms.
Just want to say real quick that you are the most important person in your life, and as you connect with yourself and nurture that is the important part, and then you'll be able to help everyone else because your cup will be full.
Yeah, that's something I do have to learn, because I've never put myself first. I was the youngest of a big family, and what I thought or cared about or felt like it came last or didn't matter at all. So it's something I definitely have to get used to.
Yeah, so it sounds like the discounting what your needs are or your desires are, or even aspects about you. It sounds like your family has been denying that for a long time. And so
Oh
that goes
my
back to
gosh.
you believing that you're an empath. And so learning to put the
Well, just
attention on you and your own value. And
yeah, they've been sabotaging me at every turn, and I thought this was all like
Right, so
stuff that happened when I in my childhood.
what's the opposite of sabotage?
Huh?
What's a word that's the opposite of sabotage?
Sabotage. Support. I don't
I
know.
support myself.
Yeah, yeah.
What's it like for you to say?
I support myself.
Great. Joy has something briefly too, and then we'll go to Vajra.
Okay.
Oh, great. Thank you, Lorelai. Well, I drew 2 cards for you, and they're very also spot on. The first one is resilience, finding your limits. And the second one is effort, conquering your demons. So yes, I think time is now for you to be resilient and
I'm trying so hard.
absolutely. I mean, I think that really speaks to what you're going through now. And if you dig in and you've reached your limit, then kind of pull back and take time to self-reflect and meditate, and you will come back stronger and more resilient than ever. And the other thing is effort. And I think that if you make the effort toward the direction that you want to go, it will go that much better. And I would say have fun with it. Especially when you're going through something really difficult, you want to do things that feel good to you as much as you can, and reinforce how you feel and your own intuition. And that will be a self-fulfilling cycle that will, grow your strength and your abilities.
Right. Yes, that's important. I do need to get out more. That's for sure.
Yeah, nature is really wonderful for that.
I always called it my church, but it's been, for a bunch of reasons, it's been a while since I've been out there. So yeah, I could use some.
Thank you so much. Is it Trista or Trista? How do you pronounce your name?
Trista.
Trista. Thanks so much, Trista and Charity and Maria and Michelle, for your questions. We're going to go to Vajra now, and then we'll be talking about breakout rooms in a moment.
Hi, everyone. Thanks for being here tonight. I'm Vajra. I'm a wellness practitioner focused on helping people to heal their bodies holistically. I do this by using stem cell patches that are non-transdermal. They're all energy healing. It uses the heat and light from your own body to send a message back into your body for healing. So it's kind of like acupuncture, but without the needles. I came to this technology because my own body needed healing. I was kind of at the end of the rope. The doctors had told me, you're fine. We've done everything we can. They wanted to offer me pharmaceuticals, that kind of thing. And I was offered this modality. So I started using it and was able to heal my body from all sorts of health challenges without using any kind of chemicals or anything like that. So it's energy healing in a patch. Most people have heard of stem cells, but most people think they're in the form of, getting an injection or, for a bad knee and things like this. This is completely a different technology. It's patented. There's clinical trials done. So it's actually proven to work. So when that skeptic comes up in your mind going, is this real? It's real. I'm here to tell you more information about that and also share my story about how I was able to heal not only physically, but emotionally from many different challenges. And I'm now enjoying a life with lots of vitality and joy where before I wasn't even sure I was going to be able to heal. So come on over and listen to me at 6:30 in room 4, and I'll put my information in the chat. Thanks for being here.
Thank you, Vajra.
Thanks, Vajra. All right, great. I'm working on the technical issue. All right. It's an old computer, so I can't unplug it. All right. Thank you, everyone, for your patience with the technical stuff. All right, great. Well, so we are getting ready to split into breakout rooms. We have talks starting in just 6 minutes. Go back to, so Anissa has been putting the schedule in the chat. So we have practitioners, we have about 20 practitioners here today. They're all going to be in their own breakout rooms. The listing of practitioners and breakout rooms, I'm going to put it in the chat right now. So everyone has their own room. It's numbered and then has their name or their business name and then their modality, so you can see what it is they're offering. You're welcome to go in and out of these public breakout rooms as much as you want. There are a set of talks and presentations, group readings and healings that are going to be offered. And this is putting some of those in the chat. You can see them right now and yeah, practitioners, feel free to put your contact info in the chat as well. It's also posted at jointhefair.com. You can see the flyer and the list of all the talks. I'm working on getting the talks up on the fair schedule room. Normally it would be there and it's not quite there yet. We're having a technical challenge with this room. Badra, I know for your presentation, you need to share your screen. We're gonna have to make you host for a while is what we're gonna do. The other solution that we have is to close the room and restart the room. And I don't wanna do that with all our breakout rooms. It's crazy. So we're not gonna do that. We're gonna go workarounds tonight. All right, so everyone's going to be able to move from room to room themselves. You're also welcome to come to this main room whenever you want. We can help you find what room to go to. What talks are happening that you might want to go to. We can make suggestions. Practitioners, if your room is empty, you're welcome to visit other rooms, come back to this room, talk with people that are here. What was I going to say? We have our private session rooms clearly marked as private session rooms. They're lettered tonight. If you want to do a private session with a practitioner, many of us are available to do sessions tonight. You also can schedule sessions for the future. Almost all of us are offering specials tonight of lower prices, smaller packages. So you have an opportunity to sample us and you can get some samples and have deeper conversations in the breakout rooms. All right, let's go ahead and start splitting everyone up. The rooms are open and you can move yourself. The next talks that are happening, I'm gonna look at the list. So starting at 6:15, we have I think 5 of them. We have the playing cards, a book of destiny with Mystic Darrow in room 15. We have a guided drum meditation for sacred feminine empowerment with healing sacred feminine. And I believe this is for all genders. And that's in room 17. We have tarot for self-development and empowerment with Mike Hernandez in room 14. We have energetic healing with Mark Ludeman in room 21. And we have Awkwardly Zen, a safe place for your spiritual path with Ari Honeyford. All right, so you're, and yeah, not pronouncing your names correctly, let me know. Everyone here is giving presentations. You'll have a chance to go and you can go to any room you want at any time. You can see if you click on breakout rooms at the bottom of your screen, if you're on the computer, or click more. If you're on a phone, tap your phone. And I believe on the top left, it'll say breakout rooms. You can see the whole listing of the breakout rooms. So any of the ones that start with numbers, you're welcome to move in and out of as much as you like.
What about the schedule? Like, oh, here it is.
Yeah, so part of it we've put in the chat. And then also if you go to jointhefair.com on the web and scroll down, you can find it there. We are just having fun technical things today. All right, I'm going to remake the images that I'm going to have as my photo and I'm going to, oh goodness. Gio, do you have any suggestions for But yeah, thanks everyone so much for being here. I'm going to get the recording off in a moment too. So this is mewefairs.com, MEWEFAIRS.com. We have tons of upcoming events. We look forward to seeing you at something.